Hey there everyone, Juan Romero here from SwitchWatch. I hope you're all well and ready for the festive season. I've got our top 10 Nintendo Switch bargains here just before Christmas, many of which are their lowest prices ever, which is great for you. Remember, if you've got a moment, please do visit www.switchwatch.net. We sell vouchers in all regions so you can buy these games from the Nintendo eShop store, and it helps the channel out as well. Thank you to all of our producers and subscribers that continue to support us on a monthly basis. Let's get into it then. I'm going to start with my pick this week, which is definitely Civilization on the Nintendo Switch. This series is one of the best strategy series, so when it came to the Switch, it was a surprise. I couldn't help but wonder how the controls would work and what sacrifices needed to be made, but needless to say, when I reviewed this, I was delighted with the results. Gave it an 8.5 out of 10. There is a little bit of slowdown later when things get a bit crazy, but the premises remain the same as ever. You start out with a small group of settlers at the dawn of man, and you work your way through the ages, expanding your empire up until the spacefaring age. Along the way, each game is very different, and what you choose to focus on, and indeed which win conditions you aim for, is up to you. The classic military domination is satisfying, but you can win through cultural dominance by winning the space race or even religious unity. This is a huge sandbox full of things to do and explore, and at its lowest price ever, with over 80% off, now's the time to give this one a try over Christmas. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Layer has 85% off right now, one of its lowest prices ever in all regions. A 2.5D stunning looking game with all the colourful characters, Yooka-Laylee and a whole host more. In the overworld, it's not just a hub to hop from level to level, it does provide a whole separate gaming experience, and of course you can explore and unlock more 2D levels by completing objectives and puzzles here. I really enjoyed this one. I actually like it a little bit more than the first Yooka-Laylee that came out on the Nintendo Switch. What do you think though? Let me know on the comments down below. Tales of Vesperia has 85% off in the UK and in Europe. For our friends in the US, you can buy from these regions. I'll leave you a handy guide in the description because it's not on sale and is full price right now, and the full price is quite hefty. In the definitive edition, you get to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Tales of Vesperia and the return of this favourite with this edition. Here, a power struggle begins in a civilization which depends on ancient technology and the empire that controls it. And the fates of two friends, they're travelling separate paths, they intertwine in an epic adventure, but this threatens the existence of all. And in this version, you get updated full HD graphics, brand new music, and some mini games, bosses, and a collection of unreleased DLC costumes. You get to play two characters here and enjoy this adventure for a very paltry price this Christmas. It's lowest price ever. Take advantage while you can if you like your RPGs. I don't think I need to say much about Borderlands: The Legendary Collection that you probably don't already know, other than the fact that it has its lowest price ever in all three regions. This looter action shooter where you can play co-op is an absolute blast, and you get 3 games in one. Take advantage of it this Christmas because it is a fantastic game, one that's very much recommended. Yes, it's been out a while, but it's great on the Nintendo Switch. There's something about the 1980s that just calls to me. I mean, I was born in the 80s, that's how old I am now, but anything inspired by the 1980s, I'm instantly drawn to, and Hunt Down is one of those games. It's lowest price ever. If you love your action 2D shooters, then this one, I was all over it. You get to lay waste to the criminal underworld. It's an action and comedy shooter. You can hunt solo or you can hunt with a friend in the co-op mode as well. But what I love with games such as this is when it has a synth soundtrack which is epic, and this delivers. It has those 16-bit pixel art visuals that just gives me that nostalgic vibe, and when it's packed with 60 frames per second gameplay, then it's just brilliant. This is a really good game, guys. Available in UK and EU at the moment, but again, if you're in the US, you can buy from this region. Just when you thought our US friends were being left out, well, God Eater 3 has its lowest price ever on your e-store over there. with 85% off, just $8.99. In the UK, this one is £49.99, which is about $60 in the US. So it just shows you how cheap it is over there right now. This is God of War 3. The franchise finally came to the Nintendo Switch a little while ago now, but it's a stylish, high-speed combat whenever you're on the go, and you can do this alone or with friends. It's a really fantastic experience, actually. James reviewed this one, so if you want more detail on what this one's all about, I'm going to put a link in the top right-hand corner. You can sit down, relax, and watch this review. You can play 8 players online even, and take down a load of monsters with your friends. If you like games like Monster Hunter, then this will definitely be right up your street. Can't recommend this one enough, ladies and gentlemen, especially at this price. Narita Boy is one of my favourite indie games on the Nintendo Switch, bar none. I gave this one a 10 out of 10. If you want to watch the review, I'll put a link in the right hand corner, and it's its lowest price ever in all regions, so I can't recommend it enough. Here you become a symphonic in Narita Boy, a radical action adventure as a legendary pixel hero trapped as a mere echo within the digital kingdom. Love the pixel art here, but the soundtrack is absolutely awesome. For a Christmas special, what we'll do at the end of this video, we'll do around 20 seconds, 30 seconds sing along to one of the tracks on this particular game. I swear to you, it is worth buying just for the absolutely brilliant soundtrack here. The game is very good indeed. As I say, it's the overall package, the visuals, the gameplay with that wielding techno sword is great. Loads of bosses to defeat and enemies. You can probably complete this in a day or so, but it's the experience that's just worth it in every way for me. Streets of Rage, the series, is definitely a compelling title. Back in the 90s, I was glued to my TV with my friends, beating the living daylights out of enemies. But we didn't have an update to the series for a while after part 3, and luckily Streets of Rage 4 on the Nintendo Switch doesn't disappoint, and with its lowest price ever, another game on this list with its lowest price ever in the UK and in Europe. You can play as those iconic characters, Axel, Blaze and Adam, and they also team up with a new brother and sister combination. The soundtrack is awesome as well. You get 12 unique stages here. Brilliant game, and for the price, absolutely unmissable if you like your beat 'em ups like this one. Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy has its lowest price ever for our friends in the US with 60% off. So an absolute bargain here for 3 games that include Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. If you loved these games and they've been enhanced, you're going to love them even more right now on the Nintendo Switch. You can buy the 4th game as well as a quadrilogy, however you say that word, but it is a little bit more expensive. So I suggest you play these for free first and then maybe buy the 4th at a later date. It's a 3D action platformer. I'm sure most of you know what Crash Bandicoot's all about now, but a great price for our friends in the US. Mario plus Rabbids was a real hit when it first came out on the Nintendo Switch, and luckily the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is just as good as the first, if not better. 25% off already for this game. It's pretty new on the Nintendo Switch, so good to have a nice little discount if you are a digital game purchaser. So 25% off, better than nothing. A really fantastic game, probably one of the best on this list today if you're into your strategy, where you get to build your team from free heroes and take down all the new bosses with some familiar enemies throughout the galaxy too. But you can be strategic here, you can dash your enemies, you can team jump your allies and hide behind covers if you want to too. Really loved this particular game. Very much recommended. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time today. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. We'll have a video up before the new year. I want to thank Jordan for all the support he's given James and myself this year. He's carried the channel, no doubt about that. And of course, we'll be getting back to normal, hopefully in 2023. But it's been a tough year for everybody in the Romero family. But thank you guys for your support. It's been really quite emotional, to be honest with you. Really nice of you all, and really loved all of the comments that you left for my family. So thank you so much for that. Thank you to all of our producers, all of our subscribers, and all of you that continue to watch our videos and support this channel. Remember, head off to www.switchwatch.net if you want to buy an eShop voucher. That does support the channel. You can buy those in most regions. And if you want to subscribe to a channel that's everything Nintendo Switch, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell notification, and we'll see you very soon with our next video. But before I go today, because it's Christmas, a little bit of fun. As I said, Merry Christmas to everybody if I haven't said that already, but a little bit of fun. Nanita Boy is one of my favorite indie games, and for one reason, it's got a brilliant soundtrack. So I thought it'd be a little bit of fun if we sang this one together. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm only going to do 20 or 30 seconds. I'm not going to make too much of a fool of myself, but let's get on it with this one. Get ready. The red people, they've gone crazy. They've attacked the digital world. What we need is a hero to protect motherboard, saving the world. Nanita Boy, save the world. Yellow, red, blue, always be true. Techno sword. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. I love you all. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Doodle-doodle.